pass, but just a little ahead. No offsides call, which is good, which means we're holding the top line well.
Yeah, Northeast, they're going to have to really watch. I think that's Kara Clymer there. She can create some real hassles for center backs.
Mm.
She's got speed and she has a strong foot. She can strike the ball well.
Ball's out on the Hornets, thrown in by Northeast. Some fantastic center back pressure, which resulted in a forward motion ball for the Hornets. And was that an offsides call?
Yeah, that was an offsides call. That was close.
That was very close looking.
You know, Wellsboro, they were able to get a lot of space there in the midfield and be able to penetrate the ball forward. And again, you know, it looks to me like Kara Clymer, she is going to give some fits to those two center backs for Northeast.
Absolutely. Riley Boyce with a good step.
You know, Coach, we talk a lot about our defensive line, and it looks like the girls are doing a nice job holding a line and keeping pressure on the ball.
Backfield looks very organized. Northeast throws in.
Wellsboro's set up right now that they could really take advantage of a counterattack. If they can get the ball up high, they've got three girls up here that are unmarked.
Yes. And Northeast Bradford back line is playing quite far in the backfield. Out on the Hornets, looks like we're going to have a corner kick. Taken by number 2 at Northeast Bradford.
These set pieces can be a little tricky. Yeah, again, here's a great opportunity for Wellsboro to bust forward.
Northeast is starting to track. Stagnant back line. Got to break forward with Jordan.
Keeper did a nice job. Northeast keeper did a real nice job coming off her line. It looks like there's going to be a lot of space for Wellsboro to work in the midfield. The defensive line for Northeast is holding back. Wellsboro's doing a nice job moving the ball. And again, I think if they can work in front of that defensive line, they're going to present or they're going to create opportunities for them to go forward. Good battle there in the midfield for that ball to bring that ball down, settle it. Looks like Wellsboro is going to get a throw in.
Looks like Jenna Boyce is throwing it in. Right up, and another Wellsboro throw in right away. Fantastic throw up the line.
Yeah, Northeast is they're set up. They don't want to get beat over top. So those three girls in the back are staying back quite a bit, which gives you an opportunity to work the ball in front of them and then try to find seams between them. So we'll see what Wellsboro can do with that.
Penetrating run and a shot, just a bit wide.
You know, but they're getting opportunities. They are finding ways, and it looks like both times their best opportunities came coming around that right side here. So we'll see if they continue to do that. They've also had some opportunities even going to split the defenders. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see that space there right in front of those three defenders. If we can get the ball in there, um, they'll be able to work in that final third.
Fantastic collection.
Is that
by
Emma
by number
Coolidge?
7
No,
up to Madeline Rudy, but offsides call.
I think that was Jordan with that collection.
Yes, sorry. Pass was up to Madeline Rudy then. Wellsboro center backs are moving as a line nicely.
Yeah,
Doing
you know,
fantastic job of holding the pressure high.
yeah, I was just noticing that too, Coach. That when there wasn't pressure on the ball, those girls started dropping back to prevent that ball going over top. Did a nice job.
Well, we did switch. Madeline came in and picked up that ball, but unfortunately got some pressure that forced it back to Northeast's advantage. But we're outside, and we're gonna Wellsboro's gonna throw in again. Looks like sophomore Riley Boyce is gonna throw in.
It's a good step by the young lady from Northeast Bradford, but look at that space.
Yes.
Just take that ball and penetrate.
Jordan's looking outside.
Oh, what a great ball. Oh, that's too
just
bad. She had the right idea. She had the runner, and the seam was there, but the girl from Northeast did do a good job stepping into it.
Shot on goal was high. It looked like Lilia body was right there in case it was under the rim, but it went a little high.
So it looks like we have a few subs coming on. And Lily prepares for the goal kick. A little bit of pressure from Northeast stepping into their attacking half.
Interesting fact about soccer in the United States, Coach. Soccer as a watched pastime sport is growth. Oh, yeah. Lily comes out of the box and takes one, or not out of the box, out of the
off her line. Yeah, it's really it's nice to see keepers being aggressive off their line, really taking command of the box. That's important to protect the space behind those defenders.
Corner kick. Again by number 2 from Northeast Bradford, Melanie Shumway.
And again, what a great opportunity for a counterattack. If Wellsboro can get the ball, they've got acres of space here in the middle with the 3 defenders from Northeast Bradford just kind of holding back. They don't want to get beat over top. They know, these girls were here last year, Wellsboro girls that are up top, and they know their speed, and so they don't want to get beat over top. Wellsboro's pushing out of the box, doing really well, and now the counterattack is on. If we can get the ball forward, there it is.
Sarah
and
gets
now
good
we can
pass
go.
Up front.
And now we just need support.
Tracking the line, breaks through.
Nice job by the Northeast defender pushing the ball out, but it's a cross.
Kara into the good save by the keeper. Kara pushed that into the middle, and Wellsboro was ready for the attack there. Keeper had a good save.
Yeah, with that much space in front of the Northeast defense, getting the ball into that area and then trying to break those seams, I think Wellsboro's going to have some success with that. And it's nice having Kara Clymer back with the girls. She tore her ACL early last year and rehabbed, and now she's back, and she's going to have an impact with the team.
Jenna Boyce with a throw-in. Sarah Sealing coming up the left side. Ball taken by Northeast Bradford, but Riley Boyce steps in and prevents the forward motion. That was good. Out on Wellsboro, throw in again.
Yeah, Northeast keeps the ball, so we're down in a critical area here defensively. Important to stay organized and communicate. Make sure you have your runners. Oh, and a flip throw.
Flip throw. Quite good distance.
You know, the defense has done a nice job keeping the pressure off of Lily. Lily's certainly a quality keeper, and as we noticed before, she can command the box. But it sure is nice when the keeper gets bored.
I know at outside back, Hannah Mori is just incredibly fast. If she ever has to backtrack, she can almost outrun any type of forward momentum. Very rarely does she ever get caught resting on her heels or anything like that. So she's always on top of that side.
And they've done a nice job keeping the ball wide.
Yes.
Not allowing Northeast to come right down the center and penetrate.
Out again on Wellsboro with a throw in. That'll be a goal kick. So I started to say one of the interesting facts about soccer in the United States is, of course, we think about baseball and football when we watch sports on TV, but soccer is developing huge momentum. And I read an article that said the reason soccer's on such an uptick now, it's in any other country, it's the #1 sport. Oh, great pass, just a bit outside there for number 12, Madeline Rudy's run, but great, found the seam great and fantastically.
Yeah, and you know, again, that came from that space that's in front of the defense. I think what we're seeing here are both keepers are going to play aggressively off their line, which they need to do, and
Yes.
so we're going to need to break those seams, but we're going to probably have a difficult time doing that at just a straight ball. So if we can break seams with runners in one seam and the pass through another seam, with just a little bit of touch, a little bit of pace that we can keep it away from the keeper, Wellsboro's going to have some success there. But again, you can see right now, you know, how Wellsboro's just doing a nice job keeping the ball wide, keeping it off the frame of the goal.
And the ladies are communicating with each other very well. You can see them calling, you can see them communicating, you can hear them.
And again, here's that counterattack.
There it is.
Yep. And maybe if you
penetrate and a shot on goal. And it's it. Finds the back of the net.
Yeah, congratulations, Kara Clammer. Welcome back to the 2020 season. I know you lost a lot there with that ACL injury last year as far as being able to play last year, but what a great way to start the season and put your team up to take the lead for the match. I think, too, you know, with all that we've gone through in the last 6 months with the pandemic, I think there's an added excitement just to be back on the field.
Yes, absolutely. It's amazing to watch a game live again. It's wonderful. Even you know, we're streaming over YouTube, we're streaming over Blue Ridge, and so people that might not be able to be here are able to watch from home. I watched football and volleyball over those mediums, and it's just wonderful to be able to watch everything, even if you can't be here in person.
Yeah, that is neat. Ooh, there's a long hit, but off the mark. Be a goal kick. And again, you know, if you look out there, it looks like Northeast is pressing a bit with their forwards and their midfielders, but there's all that space being in front of the defense that, and again, that's where that goal came from. You know, Kara just chose to take that defender on one-on-one and was able to get around and had a strong finish on goal. So
one of the things I've heard you frequently say during practice is that a player moving forward with the
that's a great ball.
always has the advantage to a player that's back, a defensive player backtracking.
Yeah, the hardest player to defend is the player that's penetrating at you with the ball. Once that player slows down, starts to go to the side, now you can begin to squeeze in a bit. But
fantastic give and go by Lindsey Benedict and Jordan up the middle.
Boy, that last pass Jordan had from the right wing here into the middle, that was a nice ball to the center. Again, Northeast keeper coming out. Just have to hold that back a bit. Keep it away from the keeper, but the right idea. So that was good to see.
Oh, that article I read said that soccer is on a huge surge in the United States, and they're giving credit to the fact that we have bigger TVs. That
see more of the game.
You can see more of the game, and the camera doesn't have to pan so much, which actually induces vertigo. And so soccer in the United States has been hard to watch, and it's really on the upswing because of local groups like Waze and everything, where local organizations are building it into the community, but also people can watch soccer now and literally stomach it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat. And I think it probably helps, too, that there's just been an increase in just the understanding of the game, too. So it becomes more enjoyable to watch, well, anything, when you understand it more. And
yes.
Then you add the larger screen, and you can see more of the game, and it is quite enjoyable.
Throw in by Riley, back to a body.
Good step. Yeah, again, it looks like it could be a theme for at least the first half. Now, Northeast could make some changes coming into halftime, but that space in front of the defense, that seems to be the vulnerable space right now for Northeast.
Kate DeCamp on the wing out there, trying to get control, and keeps it away from Northeast. Wellsboro will throw in, and it looks like
the Wellsboro defenders,
they're
doing a nice job of getting back behind the ball.
Yes. And I noticed that Wellsboro is holding a higher defensive line. I know, Coach, on the men's team, you like to hold a really high defensive line, and it looks like the Wellsboro girls do as well.
Yeah, we just have to be careful and just recognize, when it's time for us to drop. And high line is nice because you can keep things compact defensively.
Oh,
but
what a pass. Oh, what a shot. Just a bit outside. There was a fantastic attempt by Jordan. Come off of Kara Clymer's foot to Jordan, and then but just a bit outside.
Yeah, I was saying that high defensive line, it's nice you can keep things compact defensively. And then on the attack, you just have that many more players to keep the ball forward.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to be careful of a counterattack. And so if there's not pressure on the ball, if the opponent has the ball, there's no pressure, and your defenders aren't dropping, now all of a sudden you're on a sprint. Yeah, way to step in there.
Emma Coolidge does a great job of exerting pressure in the midfield for the ball. Northeast Bradford will do another throw in here.
Yeah, so, Northeast has the throw, but Wellsboro's just not letting that ball get into the middle, into those dangerous spaces. Yep, and that's the ball there.
There it is.
And
Riley,
Wellsboro.
Riley not only gets it out of the backfield, but passes it forward.
And now you've got that speed coming at you. Yeah, so when that attacker's coming at you with the ball at speed, and the defender isn't backtracking some, it can be it
Kara
can
Clever
be.
takes another shot. Do you happen to know, Coach, that was her left foot? Is she left-footed, do you know?
I believe she's right-footed.
Okay. So fantastic power off a left foot shot there.
Just a lot of space there in that midfield area, and
Shot off and
what a nice
finds
shot!
back
What a
there.
nice shot! Yep, far post,
Excellent job
low,
by Kara Tennis there.
makes it difficult for the keeper. The girls are really doing a nice job putting pressure on that defense, and again, coming out of that space in front of the defense, being able to penetrate hard at speed, making some nice passes. Again, they're having some success, and they're finishing their shots. So good for them.
And it looked like a celebratory roll there by the.
I saw that after the
by
first
Wellsboro
one.
girls.
Maybe it's the coronavirus roll. And Northeast gets the kickoff. Yeah, the girls are supporting each other well. Good cover, filling the spaces. Northeast is having a hard time finding room to attack.
Yeah, they're sisters, but Jenna and Riley Boyce as center backs are communicating well and backing each other up, as you just said. It's been a fantastic back line experience.
Okay, it's a free kick, but look, Wellsboro, they've got a lot of girls back. They're filling the spaces. And that's confidence in your keeper there. You notice the center backs didn't just run back and get in the way of the keeper. They let their keeper take it. And I have a feeling, just the bit that I've seen Lily, she was probably commanding her box with her voice too, and letting the girls know that, hey, I've got this. A lot of space again, just a little off there. Good effort from the Northeast Bradford left back.
Emma Coolidge brings it up to throw in.
Yeah, just use that space. Soccer has such a rhythm and a flow, and it seems like the girls just are taking advantage of.
Oh, fantastic give and go up the middle. Unfortunately, just a bit long, but yeah, they are. They're creating space. You can see a couple times when the way we're passing to the space actually condenses the Northeast Bradford players a little bit.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball.
Left foot again. Oh, stopped by the keeper. That'll produce a corner kick on the far side.
And Coach, we've been able to generate an attack from our wings. We've been able to attack from the center, and so we're presenting a threat and a real challenge for the Northeast defense, because we're dangerous, whether we're wide or whether we come right down the middle. That was a great ball. It's too bad we couldn't connect with that.
Looked like it might have bounced up into a Wellsboro player's hand. I couldn't quite see which one, but I saw referee Kyle Smith. That's Kyle Smith, isn't it?
It is.
Kyle Smith call for a hand.
Yeah, just a nice touch on the ball. There wasn't panic there. Wellsboro's doing a nice job just keeping pressure on the ball. Nice collection.
Jordan's going to probably pull it wide here, and then up to Kara, who's already making a penetrating pass, just couldn't quite get there.
Again, you see that Northeast Bradford keeper. If we hit the ball maybe a little bit too hard.
She's coming out.
Out, and that's important. The girls are doing just a real nice job of combining with each other, using the whole field. And you notice here, you see our defenders, as the ball is coming at them, they're tracking back. They're not going to allow themselves to get beat over top, and they're not going to allow a one-on-one to just go by them.
But even the side away from the pressure on the Wellsboro defense is holding the line nicely so that their striker forward can't produce a run without being offsides.
Yeah, and Coach, when we get a minute, talk a little bit about that, is the importance of holding the line and what exactly that means.
So defensively, the center back closest to the ball, the center back being the one of the two players that are in the center back of the line, they kind of determine where the pressure should be and where that line should be, so that the opposing team can't get a player out ahead. And in essence, I mean, there's anti-cherry picking rules. What a ball, and sneaks it in. Fantastic, fantastic give and go there, and ended in another goal by Kara Clymer.
Yeah, and did you notice there were like 4 girls in the box going forward.
Yep.
They had 3 defenders back, and so somebody's going to be open, and the girls are running through seams. They're going forward.
And they had somebody there to crash in case it comes off the post or ricochets off the keeper's gloves.
Yeah. The girls are doing a nice job. Yeah.
So that back line holds the offense to it, so that a pass can't be made over their heads without the possible penalty of a offsides call. And that holds the line to where they need to keep the pressure.
And it becomes a problem if that outside back that's furthest from the ball tracks, 5-10 yards behind, and now the team on the ball side can play in that space because they're not offsides. And
right.
So, yeah, the girls are doing a nice job with that.
And where I've seen that is a lesser organized team, the back not on the pressure side of the ball will drift back, because I think it's a natural tendency for soccer players that aren't tightly organized. The person away from the pressure will drift back thinking they need to cover the space, but that, as you said, that allows that space for a offense to sneak in and receive a pass not under pressure then.
That's right. Now here's something too. You have a keeper that's in the game, that's confident. Wellsboro keeper's now out to the 30. She's protecting the space behind the defense. So if that ball does get cleared, she can be there to send it forward. She also has plenty of time, if she notices that Northeast gets the ball, that she can track back into her box and get ready for a possible Northeast attack. But it is nice to see your keepers getting involved, commanding their box, coming out into the field, protecting that space behind the defensive line.
And right now, our highest center back is over the 50 and to the midfield 45 on the attacking toward the attacking quadrant, and so we're really holding a high line.
Yeah, and typically there's no offsides on your side, so it can be dangerous if all of your defenders are too far in your attacking half, but Northeast doesn't have anybody up. Yeah. So, there's no real danger there.
So the keeper came out on that corner kick. Keeper came out and had it in her hands, but it bounced out, and then looks like she ended up producing a foul on our team by some action there. I kind of missed it because we were talking, but ended up in a goal kick or a penalty. Sorry, a penalty kick for what do you call? Not a penalty kick.
A free kick.
Free kick. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll notice right there again. It looks like Northeast they've got 3 defenders back, and we've got 3 of our forwards, and so they're trying to play almost a 1v1 matchup, and that's potentially going to create some problems for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I shouldn't say potentially. I think it already has based on the score. But again, that's the first half. So, they may get back together at halftime and decide they need to do some different things. But
Now there was exactly what we were talking about. As Northeast brought the ball up, the Wellsboro backs shifted back, and Lindsey Benedict stepped in to put pressure on the ball, and the back line was there to prevent any further forward motion.
looks like Northeast has already begun to make some adjustments. Maybe not so much with the numbers in the back, but they're putting more pressure in that space that had been available in front of them. Yeah, that was a good step from the Northeast Bradford girl to step in to clear that ball.
There again, great play by the keeper. The pass from the Wellsboro was right up the line, right in front of Kara Clymer, but it was just a bit too forward for her position, and the keeper came out very boldly and got a hold of it. That's fantastic play by the Northeast Bradford keeper.
Yeah, Northeast, the way they're set up, I guess it's they're saying you're going to have to beat us through us as opposed to going over us with those three girls holding back. I think is that Kara Clymer there in that space. She's got she's got like 30 yards there where there's no one within 30 yards of her. So certainly if Wellsboro can get the ball and just give a quick counter touch to Kara, he can get forward. Just a little heavy on that touch. The right idea.
Kara Tennis taking it up the outside again. She plays very wide on those runs, which are fantastic. So, Coach, why would an offensive team take it up the line versus taking it to the center?
Yeah, so if a defensive team, if their defensive block does a nice job of creating a block where it's difficult to penetrate through the middle, then you do try to go around them and see if you can cross the ball in for somebody running in. Anytime you can expand the width, you have the opportunity to stretch the defense out, which creates seams for passing and so forth.
Kara trying to tame a very bouncing soccer ball there and gets a shot off a little high, but still, I think Northeast Bradford has changed their strategy to combat what has caused two of those three goals up front, and it looks like the defensive pressure is getting heavier.
Yeah, there's not that same amount of space that we'd seen earlier in the game. Yeah, you were talking about going out wide and attacking, with the width. You try to get around them, and sometimes you think you can get around them because of your speed. But you mentioned Hannah Morey and her speed, and I think that's what Northeast is struggling with is they can't get around us.
Mm-hmm. Wellsboro has put in Callie Baltley on this side, and it's been fun to watch the soccer program here for years now to see some of these young ladies growing up into just very good athletes, and from their first push at soccer through now playing on the varsity team, and Ms. Baltzley is always an aggressive player.
Well, and it's it's hard to even believe how fast time goes to where
What a ball up the middle. We've got Hannah coming on the outside.
Yep.
Kara's gonna place a shot
Yeah.
on the left side of the goal and sneaks it past the keeper. But she had Hannah was right there in case it bounced or ricocheted, and fantastic job by Wellsboro.
Yes, it was. And again, it came down through the middle, through that space. The girls did a good job penetrating, taking that space, and then Kara's movement. And we knew, we talked about this right at the beginning. Kara is going to give fits to the center back. And it looks like Northeast, they're staying with that back three. And, you wonder if maybe one of the things they start to think about at halftime is putting another center back there so that you don't just have one on Kara, but you have two girls that she has to try to work around.
So, looks like is Wellsboro playing a four-back line?
Well, I know that's what it was, and so yeah, I believe they're still in their four-back. It almost it looked to me at one point like they were playing kind of a 4-2-4. But I think maybe it's maybe more of a false nine that steps back. It may look like a 4-2-4, but I think one of those girls drops back further into the midfield then.
Long throw in by Jenna. Fantastic ball.
Well, we're under 5 minutes, it looks like, to go in the half. Wellsboro has a comfortable lead. It'll be interesting, as we've said, to see what changes Northeast might make coming into the second half, being, 4 goals down. And Wellsboro's really had command of this first half.
Yes, they certainly have. And I see Coach DeBoda has subbed in for the forward positions some freshmen that are coming on and doing a fantastic job of keeping forward pressure as well. So
with no JV game today, it's a nice opportunity for some of the younger girls to play and get some experience there.
Fantastic ball going wide. Jessa Lohr doing just a fantastic job in the midfield, keeping control and pressure on that ball and moving the ball forward.
Yeah,
she goes again, just a fantastic command of the midfield.
And Northeast, it's a couple of times now they've had that big effort to try to clear the ball out, and Wellsboro just seems to have somebody in that space. And here again, that space in front of the defense. And now that we've got runners going forward, there's a pass through the seam.
There it goes wide. See if we can get couldn't quite get a shot off.
That was really nice to see from the right side that Wellsboro, they kept their width.
Mm-hmm.
So when the ball came wide, there was somebody there. Yeah, and, once again, somebody stepping in to cover a teammate.
Riley Boyce unflinching in the backfield, coming around and taking that, stopping any forward momentum that Northeast Bradford had there and returning it.
Wow, what a great ball to connect with your teammate. And again, I just as I watch the game, and it's nice to have this perspective from up here in the box, but just being able to see that space, and it's different when you're on the field, but for her to be able to send that ball into that space to connect, that was a a well done.
Callie Balsley mixing it up in the middle. Again, I'm really impressed by how unflinching some of the back line is in the Wellsboro defense and midfield.
Yeah, and they're keeping the pressure on the ball. Northeast is not getting much time with the ball without pressure. Couple of substitutions now.
Looks like Brenna Kavanaugh is coming in for Callie Balsley. It's an outside back. Jordan finding Jenna in the back and then sending the ball forward just creates enormous pressure. Keeper had to come to the front of the box to do that, to collect that ball.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the Northeast keeper. I think she's done a good job coming off her line and securing the ball. Again, Northeast is
nice shield by Riley Boyce. Ended up actually as a call of a push.
Yeah, you don't see that often. It actually went against the attacking team.
Yeah. So for those that might be watching soccer but don't understand, why would a player shield another player on a loose ball as it heads out of bounds?
Well, if you think that you're going to gain possession, then you're going to let that ball roll so you can take that throw in, as opposed to trying to battle with that person, especially if you notice that area of the field. For Wellsboro, it's their defensive half.
Mm-hmm.
So, she gets into a 1v1 battle for that ball, and if Northeast comes up with it, now they're that much closer.
Jordan, let's see if she goes wide. She does. Oh, was that an offsides call?
It was an offsides call.
With seconds left to go. What a fantastic combination there by Wellsboro, but it resulted in just must have been a step on the offsides.
What a great first half!
Yeah,
for your first game on your home field, coming off what has been, a disruptive off season, and to have that kind of a performance, the girls they really played well in that first half, and it'll be interesting again to see what Northeast does when they come back.
All right, and we are back. 20 seconds counting down for the half, and the ladies are coming out. We'll see. We'll see as we switch sides here. We'll see how live we are in the second half. Wellsboro's up by 4, which can be a dangerous place to be if we aren't careful. Welcome back, Coach.
Yes, here we go. Second half. So we'll see what Northeast has in store here to try to slow or stop Wellsboro.
Looks like Northeast is still in a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, they're tracking those girls back a bit. And Wellsboro gets a shot off here pretty quickly to start the second half.
Ref Kyle Smith calls a push call, and
Wellsboro gets. Is this their first free kick of the game?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, no. Second, we had a push on an out of bounds call on the far side.
That's right.
It was quite incidental to the actual play.
Oh, a nice set pass there. Wellsboro, again, just starting the second half. They say that the first 2 minutes to start a half or the game, and the last 2 minutes can be such a dangerous time because teams aren't necessarily real organized or into the flow of the game at that time. But Wellsboro certainly has come out, and they're well organized, and they're picking up right where they left off.
I know you have experience with that. The first 2 minutes of a second half biting us.
Oh boy!
On the men's team. Correction, on the boys' team. I was told the other day, because I had always referred to it as men's soccer and ladies soccer, but I was told that that's collegiate men's, and so it's boys and girls, and so I was corrected, and I didn't know the distinction there.
I think the boys are fine with either. Just real impressed with the girls. Their spacing on the field. They seem to know their role, be comfortable in their role, and are playing real well together. Soccer is such a neat sport because it's played on such a large field. And once the game begins, there's not a lot of coaching that goes on. The decisions are made by the players on the field. And, there's no timeouts. And a player on this side, it's going to be hard for a player to hear their coach, all the way across the field. So, a team really needs to be able to work and flow together. And it definitely seems like these girls are doing that.
And at this level, it's 80 minutes of running. It's 80 minutes of constant pressure and adjustments. And, as you said, with no timeouts, except for the occasional breather when either the ball's not on your side of the field and you're not running into position, or maybe a throw in. It's a very intense game, very, very live, and the yellow lines are so much farther than the football whites. So the field is exceptionally wide.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. I mean, there can be as much as 20-yard difference in width, from one field to the other. And so I know when, before we got this stadium, our old field, we could barely get just above the minimum,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and then we'd go to a school like Athens that had their stadium, and it was just that much wider and that much bigger, and that can be difficult then.
So I see that Wellsboro has changed up who is in certain positions, and Coach DeBoda has switched things around considerably, and I think the Bradford ladies have put a little more offensive pressure on already this half.
I think you'll see too where Northeast, it looks like they are dropping more girls into that defensive line. There's not, it doesn't seem to be the same space available as there was earlier in the first half.
You are. I'm observing the exact same thing. Wellsboro throwing on the far side. Emma throws it in, throws it back to Riley Boyce. Sarah Sealing this time will take the throw in. Oh, stray ball in the field.
Wellsboro giving some girls an opportunity to get some more time on the field, and some substitutions there. So you can see, Northeast is penetrating here. They have three girls going forward, but
Mm-hmm.
but Wellsboro certainly has the girls back to handle that, and just doing a nice job in transition going forward. But then when Northeast gets the ball, being able to come back and stop that attack, and again, you see there that defensively they were able to keep Northeast Bradford real wide, so there just wasn't that opportunity. They kept the pressure on the ball. There wasn't that opportunity to get the ball in the box, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
And each of Northeast Bradford's players, offensive players, were marked coming up, which was really wonderful to see. It creates no openings to receive a pass without pressure.
That's right, and they're marked, and still then they still have girls that are covering them. So
Wellsboro will take another free kick here after a push call. The midfield command that Jessa Laura has in the middle is wonderful. She's doing a good job. Lindsay Benedict there does a fantastic job trying to move the ball forward, but then is able to reverse quickly to defense. Northeast running up the outside now. Bit of a pullback.
yeah, she was able to get the cross off, but again the cover was back, and Lily looked like she was in a good position too if that ball had come through. So that's one time where Northeast was able to get the cross off, but it didn't present a real threat. Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
Yep. Lily going out for it and grabbing it.
Yeah, if your keeper doesn't do that, it gives the opposition the opportunity for a second chance, and so important that the keeper stay involved with the game, get involved with the attack when they can, and then just come off their line defensively. And
Good space.
Wellsboro, they have some girls out there in their senior season and with a lot of experience, but they have a fair number of young developing players as well, and they're doing a real nice job.
Yeah, and it's one of the things I was saying at the beginning, right as we were coming back,
The defense.
is being up, points to nothing can be a very dangerous place to be if a team relaxes on that because they happen to be ahead. But Wellsboro doesn't seem to be doing that.
No, they have not, and it definitely seems
what
like
a step by Riley boys.
now there's that space they can attack into, and just a little bit of a heavy top.
Let's see if okay.
Heavy, a little bit heavy, but the right idea. You had the runner going forward, and
it was a momentary hesitation by the Northeast Bradford keeper, but she did come out to meet Jenna's rush.
Wellsboro, they're playing. Not only do they not want to let Northeast score, but they're playing as though they want some more goals. They're staying in the game, and so I think that's an important point you make. That they're not just setting back and saying, "All right, we played a good first half, and now we can kind of rest." They recognize that, hey, we're playing a team that they're competing too, and if we set back and we lay down, they can put a threat on us.
Mm-hmm.
So. Good job. Yeah, the Wellsboro girls, I've just been impressed with how they're stepping to the ball. They're in their areas. They know their roles, and they are just doing a nice job in those roles.
And with some of the switch outs or the position changes, let's see, we got that
corner
probably results in a
corner. Looks like it does.
Ref calling a corner shot there. Kara Klein was able to try to pull that back for potentially a center shot, but went off of Northeast Bradford, so now that will result in a corner kick.
Yeah, did you see her effort to run that ball down like that too?
But as I was saying, so with the movement around,
was that
a fantastic header?
Yeah,
into the left side net there.
That sure is nice when you can score from the field, but then you can also score from some set pieces. That was well executed. A great ball that came in from the corner, and a good aggressive play to go after the ball. There's the roll.
Oh, bowling pins. That might be what that is.
The Corona roll.
The Corona roll. So Jenna Boyce then, after that fantastic header, rotates back to a defensive position. She had been playing forward there, and what a fantastic way to take advantage of that corner kick. So, Coach, how many corner kicks do you need on average before one of the balls finds the back of the net?
They say it takes 4 corner kicks for every goal. So, they're worth executing well, because when you get the ball down there, you're on the goal line. You just now need to put the ball between the posts. So, compared to statistically, they say now at the high school level, I don't know that the statistic is necessarily the same for the high school level, but they say it takes 10 shots to produce 1 goal from the field. 4 corner kicks to produce a goal. So if you can do them well, you have a great opportunity to score.
Got a crashing. Okay. Over the top there, we had a fantastic crashing shot on the goal there by number 10, Kara Tennis, and just went a little high. One of the other terms you use is set pieces in soccer. Right. What's a set piece?
Yeah, so that's the one opportunity where you have, you may have.
Oh, keeper's out of the box.
Just missed.
Shot goes a bit wide.
Where you have an opportunity where maybe you can run a certain play, so some misdirection runs and some fakes, around the ball and so forth. So you have those when you have your free kicks in certain places on the field, but also at corner kicks. And so it's an opportunity. The ball is set, and you can have runners do certain things that may just create some confusion for a defense. Whereas in the regular flow of the game, there are no plays. And you know, I think this maybe changes the subject a little. I think that's what makes soccer so fun for kids, is it's free flowing. You know,
I mean, it might just be my phone because it's.
No, I don't know if it is. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Why did I have this video all of a sudden?
Yeah, the thing that I've seen throughout the years, coaching various sports, coaches have always does better than got some more, looks like some freshmen coming on the field here. Keeper comes out. Oh, wow, what a play by the keeper. Good job. That's why the ref held his hand up and said it didn't indicate that was a good ball.
well, got that ball on the right side, so then that's like back on this side.
Good job. Forces the ball out of bounds. Blow the whistle on that. Looked like the ball was out. So when is the ball out?
That goes for
Definitely seen in the boys team shots that ricochet bounce off the keeper's hand and are spinning there right on the line. The keeper has to scramble off of the
guys and also being around it for a period of time, and know this. And so, I guess there's a little bit of that, maybe call around that person. Something this was what I saw. They're trying to they want to compete.
What?
Wendy said it. YouTube's working for her.
Yeah, it's working fine now.
She said it's like 30 seconds behind.
It will be
But
because of the way we have it set up. When we stream sports, we do it with a lot of latency because it offers a more stable picture,
Sure.
and it picks up the motion better.
It was how the person.
Well, no,
Or was it delayed?
there is a 30-second delay. Yes.
No, I meant.
Oh yeah, it did go down for a second. But yeah, but yes, we kind of. I don't know if intentionally is the right word, but it's a byproduct of us wanting to stream it better. Yeah.
I don't blame you. Nobody's gonna know 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Excuse me, they said, I just got a text saying that they're not hearing the commentary and hearing. That what? They're not hearing the commentary?
There's a shot
play.
that bounced off the inside post and ricocheted in by Kara Clymer, but that was taken pretty far out.
It was, and I was just thinking, as you were saying that, good for her for seeing the space and taking advantage of the shot opportunity.
Wellsboro ladies celebratory roll.
Well, hey, it's been a good weekend for Wellsboro athletics. Football team winning last night, volleyball team winning their match, and the girls have a commanding lead here. And there's no indication that the Wellsboro girls are going to let up and let Northeast even make a threat to come back in this game. So, great opening weekend for Wellsboro sports.
Yes, it is, and kudos to the administration for thinking ahead and getting this live streamed. Streamed. That's a word. And typically, I wouldn't have watched a volleyball match. I don't have a kid in that particular hunt, but I was able to watch the ladies volleyball last night. It was fantastic, and to watch them take on CV.
These are things that they're doing. They're being dictated by the state.
Shot on. Ooh, keeper scrambles. Oh, fantastic initial block by Lily, and then scrambling to get up, but a fantastic crash. And that's that crash play we were talking about by Northeast Bradford striker. Came up and just was able to beat the keeper back to her feet and able to score one off. Good, fantastic ball by Northeast.
Yeah. It was a good, strong finish there to put it across the line. But what I was going to say is, our district has definitely been proactive and been very much in support of.
Hannah trying to shield on that run on that ball, but couldn't quite get there. And it will be a corner kick by Northeast Bradford. Oh no, throw in, okay.
Lily is right there.
Lily's right there. Heard the somebody call out.
Yep.
Which
the communication.
What's a keeper mean when they say out, Coach?
Yeah, so when the keeper is saying out, they're saying, "Hey, I've got the ball. Everybody get out of the box." If you hear a keeper saying away, she's.
Ooh. Good collection by Lily Abadi, but the ref Kyle Smith calls offsides, which means our defensive line was doing again a fantastic job of keeping even.
Yeah, and that's so important back there too, because then it gives Lily the opportunity to have some space where she can work and she's not distracted by just all these players in front of her.
Emma Elkin doing a good job as a left forward.
Again, just the composure. We've got the ball at our feet, but we're not going to just kick it away. We're looking for our targets, and I think that was Emma again, wasn't it, with the ball?
Yep.
But yeah, out. The keeper hasn't. The keeper wants you to get out. The keeper's yelling away. That means the ball. It's bouncing around in here. We need to get that ball away. And of course, if the keeper says keeper, it simply means she or he wants it. Whoever's the keeper at that time. Yeah, I don't think there's a foul there. I think they just both went after the ball, and
you could hear the strike up here. So
I think it almost seemed like both of them maybe contacted the ball at the same time. I think that was a good no call from the official. Oh, a lot of subs. What do we have? 5 for Wellsboro coming in.
Looks like quite a few.
Maybe 6.
Prevent that goal, and it bounced off the top of the frame, which is.
You never know where it's going.
Never know where it's going to go after that.
And it looks like Wellsboro's countering.
Sarah Sealing with a place. Oh.
Yeah, that was really neat to see her run that down, that she didn't just back off.
Keeper.
She was going to put the keeper under some pressure, and
yep.
You never know. Sometimes, the keeper sees that player running at them, and it maybe deflects off their hands, and then you're there, and you can finish with a goal. Oh, nice ball down the line.
In high school, Coach, on a possession where a keeper will pick it up with their hands, how long do they have? How long can they hold it inside the box?
So the rules say 6 seconds, and I don't know that there are too many officials that are sitting there, counting out loud, but they do in their mind. They kind of keep an eye on how much time the keeper is keeping the ball.
And can a keeper always pick up?
Yeah, so she comes into the attack then and picks up that rebound.
Looks like we have 26 seconds for this last corner kick here. Wellsboro coming in.
Ooh,
Ball's in the air. Header and in. No, out.
No. Wow.
Oh, wow. From my perspective, it looked like that was inside the post.
I thought so too, yeah. Well, hey, again, they're putting that ball in the box and creating opportunities. Congratulations to the Wellsboro girls.
Yeah.
What a great start to the season.
Good game against Northeast Bradford. Northeast Bradford had a great showing and really impressed by their keeper.
Yeah.
And sometimes the scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect the effort put in, but that was a impressive impressive play by the keeper.
You know, both teams, they battled full 80 minutes, you know, and the score didn't go northeast way, but they stayed in the fight. So, you know, good for them, and good luck the rest of the season. And Wellsboro, I think they can certainly look forward to moving forward with their season. It's great to get the first game in.
Great to get the first, and wonderful, you know, little overcast here, but wonderful weather for soccer, and no injuries on the field. Just a fantastic season opener here. First home game for the girls.
Yeah, great being with you. Nice talking soccer with you, Jason.
Good.
Have a great day, Coach.
Good talk to you, Coach. Thanks.